Hey, what's going on? If you're not ready, you better get there. I want to welcome everybody to this episode of Lingo. Everybody who's been supporting the wave so far, I appreciate you. I thank you. Without you and your viewership and listenership, this does not work at all. Tonight's episode is going to be part 2 of an episode that a lot of you hold near and dear, as well as I do. Tonight is going to be Live and Die for Hip Hop part 2. And I got my brothers in the facility, you know what I'm saying? I got my brother Jay, you know what I'm saying, with the cognac room in the facility. I got my brother Brandon in the thing, you know what I'm saying? We're just gonna kick back and have us a joint. Jay gonna have whatever it is he have in this glass this evening. And Brandon is obviously gonna have $1 million smile, and we all gonna just kick back and relax and talk hip hop this evening.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. So I'm gonna start this episode the same way I started part 1. And either one of you gentlemen can take this question first. Feel free. When did you first get introduced to hip hop?
Oh, okay. I'll take it first. I'm telling my age right here. I was a kid, man. And the first hip hop song I ever heard was Rapper's Delight.
Oh,
hip,
wow.
Hip to the hip. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, man. Throwback City.
Yeah, man.
Yes,
I was a
Sugar
little
Hill
kid.
Gang.
And that was the very first time I ever heard a rap song, bro.
Already, that's crazy.
Oh, yeah. I said Rapper's Delight. It was Sugar Hill Gang. You right. I was young,
the song
man.
was Rapper's Delight. The song was Rapper's Delight. Yeah.
You say what now?
The song was Rapper's Delight.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Sugar Hill Gang, shout out.
Yes, sir.
Very first song.
The first time I heard hip hop, oh man, Jay-Z, Hard Knock Life.
Oh
shit.
Wow. God damn, did you just get here?
God damn. Yeah, Jay-Z, Hard Knock Life. Like that was like the real first time I really embraced hip hop like hard. Like Jay-Z walking down the street, just talking to girls walking down the street. I was like, grabbed a drink out the damn grocery store, like kept walking. I was like, oh shit, that's how I felt. And I was just, cause it's just like me. I was like, oh shit. I do the same shit at my corner store, just walk out that bitch because I know everybody. Like, so I was just like, yeah, Hard Knock Life.
And man, not only was that a dope album, what was dope about that video that I don't think a whole lot of people caught, you know what I'm saying? When Jay walked out the store, little baby girl was walking by, he touched her head, she started singing the chorus. That shit was, my God.
Yeah, that shit was dope.
I'm like, this nigga with the sauce early.
Yeah.
That shit was nuts.
Yeah, man. That was one of my favorite videos.
Yeah, that shit was Nas and Lauryn Hill too. That shit got me really into hip hop. Like that, like I Ruled the World when he was like rapping on the Times Square bus with Lauryn Hill and the damn the Coca-Cola sounds. Hype Williams, a legend for that shit. I'm like,
that was everything, man.
What's up, y'all?
What's up?
Man,
what's going on, bro?
So left field, man. When did you first get introduced to hip hop, brother?
I'm going to say like around 6 or 7 years old, like 89, 90, around that time. I'll probably say like the earliest shit I can remember is like I remember Self-Destruction and
oh wow,
shit like that. You know what I mean? I got it made, shit. All that kind of shit. Like, but I think that Self-Destruction video, that's probably my earliest memory. That was like because you know everybody was in that joint, was so big time. Like, you know what I mean? That's probably my earliest memory though. That Self-Destruction video for sure.
Hell yeah.
Man, Special Ed, I Got It Made did it for me. You know what I'm saying?
That was around that same era, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And what was so crazy was I was 4. You know what I'm saying? When that joint came out. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I'm an 84 baby. And I remember the New Balances in that video. I remember how confident his flow was. I remember how confident Brothers Flow was, man. I remember, I remember the fact that Ed was saying a whole bunch of shit that made you have to be like, damn, I'm gonna go research this shit.
He was one of the first guys that gave you that too. That song gave you that, like, that craft that we know now. Like, you mean that was like one of them first songs where you kind of, you felt that shit too, listening to that shit. Like, yeah, he's doing something different. Like,
yeah.
Goddamn right. You know what I'm saying? It took it to me. That's that video right there. When I think about 80s drug dealer swag, that's the first video that I think of, man. You know what I'm saying? Like straight up. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing that just makes me feel nostalgic about the 80s. The first thing that you asked me, bro, what about the 80s just makes you just say, oh my God, Special Ed, I got it made, man. That right there did it for me, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, copy.
Yeah, man.
And then what was so cool, the 80s brought about a whole bunch of really cool shit. A whole lot of great things like the Birth of Def Jam. LL. Was that not crazy? Like, how did y'all feel when y'all heard I'm Bad for the very first time, bro?
Dude, I still remember where I was at. I was in the projects going to the rec center. They had a big ass fucking turntable out there with like a big ass police light flashing. And as I'm walking down, I hear the sirens and I hear, oh, I'm like, oh shit. I got chills just talking about that shit, man. That shit was ridiculous, man.
It was a whole nother type of energy, man.
Yeah, that shit was ridiculous.
I think Mama Said Knock You Out was probably the first one for me. You know what I'm saying? With L. I'm Bad. I don't think I was on it when it came out. You know what I mean? I was young, obviously, but I don't think I was up on it.
Man, the beat on I'm Bad was just undeniable. It was undeniable. Know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
I obviously, you know, I know it now. You know what I'm saying? but I'm just saying then I don't remember it back then.
But see, what's so crazy about my memory is I recall little intricacies like that. You know what I'm talking about? I remember how hard that fucking beat was when I heard it for the first time. That like, I'm like, Rick Rubin did his fucking thing. I had never heard no shit like this before.
That shit was hard.
And what's so crazy about a lot of that music that came around at that time? That shit hits just as hard today, just like it did in 87 and 88.
Yeah.
So from there we already know what came after. You know what I'm saying? You know, we had some Ice-T's. You know what I'm saying? We had NWA. You know what I'm talking about? Then the 90s got here. Man. The fucking 90s. Man.
Sorry, y'all. I ain't hear what you were saying.
Man, wasn't the golden era of hip hop everything, man? It's like if you go back to your 90s part of the CD case, you don't know what you want to hear first.
Yeah. When you say golden era, how many years you give that?
And what do you consider golden era? Because I think golden era is like 87 to like 94, 95. That's what I think the golden era is. After 95, 96, that's when hip hop got commercialized because hip hop, nobody used to care about the numbers. After like 96, 97, they started when hip hop got mainstream and niggas was spending $1 million for videos. People would start talking about, first week sales. Tell me how many first week sales the Purple Tape had. Tell me. Nobody fucking knows, but that shit is a fucking classic.
I'm telling you.
And so that's why I think 87 to like 94, 95 is the golden era. You know what I'm saying? That's what I call it.
Copy. I mean, it's really no wrong answer. You know what I mean? Because it's going to be age, you know, for each person. You know what I'm saying? A younger person would tell you something else was a golden era, but for me, right? Even though I agree with what you said, I think the mixture of the money and the rap still being like solid. I think I would say from like 96 to like 04, 05 was the golden era.
I agree. I agree with that.
I would probably start it a little bit earlier, that maybe a few years
or 95,
earlier,
95. 10 years, because that's what I would consider era, like 10 years. That's why.
Hold on. What about like 94 to like 2004?
I could do that.
Too. That's fine.
I could definitely do that.
That's doable.
94 to 2004, because it's like that shit more so feel like all of us.
That's when
that's
everybody.
Biggie, yeah, that's Biggie, Nas, like.
I can't throw all that 2004 shit, because that shit was I can't say that's golden era, because like I said, it wasn't pure no more. It was niggas was doing it for the money and not the love, and that's what I think took away from it. You know what I'm saying? Because the craft, like people started disrespecting the craft just for the dollar. You know what I'm saying? I can make anybody a rap star. I can get somebody to write some lyrics for you if you got that image, and that's what I think it turned into that. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just about, niggas being dope. You know what I'm saying? Anybody could just get up there. When that Laffy Taffy shit, I'm from the South.
Yeah, that shit was trash.
That was like, you know what I'm saying?
Get that shit out of here.
Yeah, that whole, I can't, bro. Like,
but I think that's what made.
But I feel.
But I think that's what made.
All that shit was made for money, though, y'all. That shit wasn't made for hip hop.
I think that's what real lyricists of like this era. Like I grew up in like 2000s, 99, like late 90s, early 2000s. So I grew up with Lil Wayne, Kanye, T.I., Jeezy, Rick Ross, all those artists. So to me, that's my era.
Yeah, that's why I like.
Which is not a bad era, and I say that only because, you know what I'm saying, the T.I.'s, Lil Wayne, Jeezy, Ye, you know what I'm saying, when you mention them, when you mention them, you know what I'm saying, these are the last of the Mohicans. When it comes to niggas spit. Yeah, exactly.
That's the reason why I said, that era, because it's the most mix of everything. You get the down south guys too. You get everybody.
Exactly.
I mean, you still got Biggie in there. You got Locks. You got Jay and them starting to take off. You got Fab. All this in there. You got everybody in there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, and obviously the game had gotten to a certain level at that point. Like we always gonna remember like the original where it started from, but it's hard to say that's the golden era. They wasn't even really caking yet.
Man,
it ain't about money.
That's what he's saying though. He's saying.
No, I understand what you're saying, and trust me, I agree with you more than you think. You know what I mean? I definitely do.
So I mean, for me, when I look at the golden era, I look at quality of music. I'm talking fucking bars and nothing else. You know what I'm saying?
They took that shit to the next level.
For real. So for me, I would have to say 85 to 90. I would say 85 to 03.
Oh, Daniel, 20 years. You want to take the whole thing? That's.
I would say 85 to 03. And I would say
thing is fuck it, just give me raw.
Yeah, I would call it 85 to 03, with the Black Album being the very end of the golden era.
Yeah.
I mean, because if you really think about it, just remember the time. Remember all the good hip hop that you grew up on, right? Yep. You remember everything from 85 to 93 in concession. Then you
cut my man Jeezy out though.
You know what I'm saying? Then you get the it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
He cut T.I. off, he cut Jeezy off, he cut Kanye off, and he cut everybody off.
I mean, T.I. Jeezy is in there, you know what I'm saying? But that was the end of what's considered the golden era.
Flip in there, Jeezy ain't in there.
I mean, but hell, we know the nigga.
You talking about Lil Flip?
The golden era.
Ludacris. I'm like, Luda, hell yeah, Luda.
Flip, man. Hell no. Don't fuck with Luda, man. I mean, don't get me wrong. He made good music, but he ain't making a conversation.
Yeah. I'm not, you know what I'm saying?
I think Luda could spit. I think Luda one of them guys hooked them to the game. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he got too much into that commercial shit. And he got too much into that commercial shit.
You know, he fell victim to it. Like, but that's to your point, on Flowcast, like, you know, the money kind of hurt the game because dudes start making, not even trying to use their skill. They was just like, well, I could sell this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they do it to this day. They do that shit to this day.
I'm gonna tell you one of the nicest dudes that I know of, like on a personal level. I don't know him personally, but I'm saying I know of his talent on a personal level. Was the dude Cheeks from Lost Boys, man. I think a lot of people, Cheeks, or however you say his name, I think a lot of people sleep on dude, man. They don't realize, because they heard the songs, Renee and these different songs. Man, that dude could spit for real.
Seriously.
Super ill.
So, Germ, what's happening, man? I need to kick this question off with you because I know you a hip hop purist. Know what I'm saying? I know if it ain't about spitting, it ain't about nothing else. What is your take on the temperature of hip hop today?
It's 75 to 80, maybe 90% image and 10% skill. Like, it doesn't take much to be a rapper today. It's the most, anybody with an internet connection could be a rapper. And in my day, if you couldn't rap, you didn't rap. Now anybody can rap. And they can say, well, that's his style. That's his style. That's his expression. And it's like, it's gotten so far away. And I mean, that's what happens when things evolve. It ain't just about motherfuckers goddamn spinning on graffiti and, I mean, cardboard boxes and hip hop, hippity. No, it ain't all about that no more. I understand it's a business now. But it's still like, you gotta have talent. Like I was telling my kid, I was like, listen, man, some of these songs I'm playing for you, they 30 years old, 40 years old, and they still go hard. I said, what music are you gonna have when you get older and be like, yo, this was the shit when I was 16 or whatever like that. The shit, that's why the niggas make so many albums now, because I call it appetizer rap. You know what I'm saying? It don't fill you up. It's just a whole bunch of music, but it don't stick to you. And now you got to make another album in 3 months. Back in the day, you'll make an album and let that shit for like a year, maybe 2, before you even got back in the lab to make another album, because the shit you made, it lasts so long. And now we got a climate where everybody just, hey, when your next project coming out? Like, damn, nigga, I just spent 9 months putting together that nigga. What the fuck? Like, you think I can just make some more shit like that fast? You know, and that's just the climate we in today, man. Like, you know, niggas, they want you to drop 4 times a year. Like every fucking season, they want an album. And that's why niggas giving you 3-song albums, 6-song albums, because, oh, nigga, you want me to keep putting out shit? Okay, here goes 6 songs. And I'm gonna call it an album. And you know what I'm saying? And that's just what's going on. So,
man, it pisses me off, dude, because it's like, they be putting shit that don't even belong in the hip hop category. Like, I hate you niggas. Like who authorized y'all to do the stupid shit that y'all doing? Like, for real. I've never been a label exec or music producer in my life. You know what I'm saying? But I know some music, bro.
Yeah.
Ass Smash.
Don't ask.
Shots fired.
Smash will definitely tell you that I know my music. Know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, like that's everything that Germ said is spot on, man. He is 100% right. Like,
yeah.
Like, where, like, so is it really evolution? Is it really evolution though? I mean, because it's like
it is. It's just
bars were 85 to 2000 bars were demanded.
But
85 to 2000 bars were demanded.
But you gotta understand though, hip hop has became pop music now. It's the most popular music. At first, it was the outlier, nobody. You know what I'm saying? It was the the Outkast music. Oh, it ain't gonna last long. And now every fucking commercial, motherfuckers rapping in it. You got old grannies and shit rapping. You got Taylor Swift rapping. You got everybody rapping. Rapping is pop music now. And so this is what we got. We in 10 years from now, 15 years from now, Black people it's not gonna be our music at all. We're gonna be like, damn, nigga, you still rapping, man? That's that white boy shit. That's what's gonna happen.
But that's what I'm saying. They infiltrated it, and now
they controlling the market.
They done turned it into their style on some level. Like, it's not even about the shit that we, and when I say we, I mean just us, our culture. It's not about really the shit that we value no more. Like, you can't even you can't even get like no songs of substance. Like everything is all fucked up. Like even down to the R&B. The R&B is like, what they talking about? Like it's just crazy right now.
But it's not the first time. Like the blues and rock and all that shit was ours to start. You know what I'm saying? And then they took it and did what they did with it.
Copy, bro.
And we just moved on to the next shit.
Because we got the talent, and at the end of the day, we can do that. You know what I'm saying? Just like, fuck it, I'm gonna start this then. You know what I'm saying? And that's really what we do. But man, these motherfuckers, man.
because you know what I'm saying? Now let's not get it twisted. I don't want this to be the episode where I have to break down how every musical art form that was orchestrated and generated by Black people ended up being highly monetized on a global scale by white people.
No, other people that don't look like us.
And then once they got a hold to it and started monetizing it on a global scale, the quality of the art form that we curated and cultivated ends up being watered down to where our listening ears will accept any fucking thing.
I mean, the thing about music is if you keep hearing it, you keep hearing it, you know what I mean? It's gonna get into you, you know what I mean? And then people, period, just us as humans, we gonna adapt. You know what I mean? That's just, it's gonna be a natural progression without even you really, unless you completely turn it off and you just don't let it get to you at all. Like, and I've done that at times, but that's the only way. If you keep hearing it, you're gonna feed into it eventually.
So I want to address something that Germ said. I agree with Germ. Everything he said was on point. Yes, but sir. I have a slightly different take. It's on point. But what I'll say is maybe it's a little bit incomplete. It's not wrong. Nothing he said was wrong. But it's, you know what I'm saying? And why I say that is because I say that I feel like we're going from doo-doo rap. You know, the shit that we all talk, the shit Jeremy was talking about, the shit we all talk about.
Laffy Taffy and all that.
All of that. But even coming up to like the mumble rap shit, because I never really fuck with the mumble rap like that, honestly. You know, I learned to respect Migos music just because the vibe that it gave off. But I wasn't into all that bullshit.
That's what I mean by eventually to get you.
Right. So I recognize that it's not, I recognize that it's a vibe. It's not really, you know what I'm saying? Anybody can do that shit. Right. Anybody can do that shit. But
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I have to say this, man. You got niggas like, and y'all might crucify me for this, but you got niggas like Lil Baby.
And
if you can actually understand what the fuck this little dude is saying.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm saying I see a resurrection of.
It's a few of them.
I see a little bit of a resurrection coming about where motherfuckers are putting pressure on niggas to have to step their game up. You know what I'm saying? And so I feel like that is happening too. So it's not completely in the toilet. I feel like the temperature, as the brother posed the question, you know, the temperature is lukewarm and low, but it's coming up from where it was, say,
it does look like it's starting to veer.
You gotta. I feel like this, and I'm like being the youngest one here. Being the youngest one here, I feel like I grew up on all hip hop. I have a taste for all hip hop. I don't give a fuck. If it's lyrical, I'm a fuck with it because I feel like the beat is what it is. But if you can make it to the point where I can still be like, you know what, I can fuck with this. You won lyrically because I'm like, because this beat ain't what it was. Like this shit is not good. But you rapped on that shit and you still got me to say, you know what, that shit was hot. I'm here for the lyrics. I don't give a fuck about the beat.
When I listen to music, and when I listen to hip hop, I listen for intelligence, bro.
Yeah, like that's the thing. That's why I don't go to the club and shit, because all that shit is just new shit that they just gotta play because they know that's the hot shit. They know they're gonna keep people up. They know that's the shit that's gonna keep people dancing. They know that's the shit that's gonna keep people drinking. That's the shit that's gonna keep you smoking. That's the new hot shit.
They force that on you.
And they force that shit.
They control
that's radio.
They control what's the hot shit. You dig me by
that's the thing.
Playing it over and over and over again.
That's the thing. So for me, I'm listening to artists like J.I.D. I'm listening to artists like Cordae. I'm listening to Benny the Butcher, Conway the Machine, Griselda. I like the Ricky Hyde album. I like that shit way more than any other. I like Griselda. I like BSF. I like them because them niggas actually rap. They remind me of the Locks. They remind me of Jadakiss, Styles P. what I grew up on. It remind me of that shit. So I grew up on that. So I'm like, I can fuck with this new shit. I'm cool with the club vibe shit. I'm cool with that. Okay, cool. But nigga, eventually that shit gonna play the fuck out. So when I'm like in my house and I'm playing just some normal shit, I'm literally probably listening to J. Cole. I'm listening to more of a. I'm listening to Kendrick Lamar. I'm listening to Big Sean. People play on Big Sean, but Big Sean can fucking rap, bro. Like that nigga can rap.
I don't really fuck with him.
When he rap, I don't like Big Sean.
His voice sound weird as fuck. That nigga can rap. That nigga can rap. So I'm listening.
Let me ask
hold on, real quick. Now, Brandon, I want to take before we proceed.
Don't Big Sean.
Hold on, now, goddamn.
What?
Now, goddamn it, the children are our future. Goddamn it. No, I'm saying, if I don't correct him, he's gonna go into tomorrow thinking the wrong shit. Okay. I will not have him fucking up out here on these streets. Brandon, you have been doing a great job holding your own amongst five kings with this hip hop conversation. But when it comes to Big Sean, nigga, you gotta relax. You gotta relax. You know what I'm saying? I can't co-sign that. Here's
the thing. Y'all listen to these goofy ass songs we putting out. That's what y'all listening to. Y'all don't really.
I ain't gonna say I heard it
all. Detroit mixtape. That shit is actually good.
But bro, Big Sean a man, ain't he? He stand up to P, don't he? That bullshit don't have to come out if he don't want to put it out.
But that's good music. That's Kanye under his influence.
I mean,
he sounded that nigga. So that's what I'm saying. Like he sounded them niggas. So what Kanye thinking is hot, Def jamming them niggas. So what they think is hot, they gonna put that shit out, right?
I'm all ears.
Yo, let me ask y'all something real quick before I forget, y'all. Do y'all think, right? Because what you were saying, bro, like been there, no mind, locks and different shit like that, right? Yeah. Based on like, because they all like street rappers, hard or whatever you want to call it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all like look at a person's lyrical skill as no matter what they're talking about, or does it have to be like on that level, like on that street level or whatever?
No.
See,
no.
Now me whatever. Personally, now me, I'm
Locks is my favorite.
Now, shout out to the Locks. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Chic. Shout out to Styles. Shout out to Jada. You know what I'm saying?
All day.
Yes, Lord. Y'all smashed in that fucking verses, by the way. Man,
that shit was a massacre. We didn't need to see that shit.
It wasn't
for sure. But I mean,
it was a massacre.
The thing that made that shit so decent and so good is the fact that everybody was being so disrespectful.
That's the point. That was like the New York Gucci versus Jesus.
Man, bro, that whole show was just saturated in true blue hip hop. It was like hip hop was just poured all over that bitch. Like when you like
machismo, I'm better than you. I was just like, that's why I was just like, man, everybody kept talking about how much it was a slaughter. I was like, man, this was a show.
Yeah.
This was amazing. This is like real. This is what hip
to me, the reason why
I
feel like it was a
that
slaughter,
was what all of us in this room talking about. That was what we missed. That was a treat for us.
This is why I thought it was a slaughter.
Because
Dipset came out like them niggas was just gonna win. That's how the new hip hop niggas think. I'm gonna just win regardless. Everybody think I'm gonna win.
But everybody was pumping them. Yeah, that's what
I'm saying. Everybody thought them niggas was gonna win. They was gonna come out. It's Dipset. Them niggas got way more hits than the Locks. Them niggas gonna win. That's some new niggas. That's some new niggas in hip hop that think that shit. Well, now them old niggas come in and smack the shit out you and be like, listen, little motherfucker, I told you about that shit.
It was like the Lock showed you like we still friends. We still perform together. We still know what we gonna do, our sets, and it looked so fluid. Like they were moving, like, yo, we still cool. The Dips, them niggas probably ain't cool as they used to be. So the shit wasn't, you could tell the chemistry was off. You know what I'm saying? The Locks chemistry was there, and they set the tone from the beginning. Like if the Dips would have came out first and on some funny duddy shit and let them, it would have been different. But the Locks came out and they was talking that shit, and that's just how it went, and it was amazing. I loved it, man. But
it definitely should have been a better battle than it was. I'm gonna say that. I ain't gonna say Dipset should have won, but it should have been better. It should have been more even killed. But like they ain't had a chemistry, as Germ said, and then they didn't practice, they didn't plan anything. They just came out there.
Yeah, they were just.
But dude, you know what I'm saying? Look at some of the locks. Look at the locks body of work, and look at albums like
it's insane. It's
look
at
albums like Diplomatic Community. Diplomatic Community had occasional moments of spitting, but the most memorable thing about Diplomatic Community was the fucking
Just
production. It was the
West.
Production. It was Just Blaze. It was Kanye. It was Guru. It was Heat Seekers.
Heat Makers.
Heat Makers, man. It was.
You understand what
that
Diplomatic Community meant for New York, though. That was like a time. That was a whole new wave in New York where they was trying to reclaim the throne and everything, and they was just like. Okay, I understand. It was a big for New York. I don't know what happened.
Neither do I.
Everybody got muted.
We good though. Go ahead, keep going, bro.
Oh yeah, it was just like the Diplomatic Community album was just big for New York. And I get why it was. Cause they had a whole swag. Dipset was. They were fashion first and just Harlem.
Yeah.
So I get why it has a special place, because the Dipset anthem, like once you hear that was like the national anthem for New York nigga. Like them niggas will start saluting when they hear that shit.
I like the Dipset too. Dipset made the hood.
Hell yeah.
Look, my man had said this right when the battle was announced. Like, yo, they are two groups. Like one is when we on a block and we do what we do. The other one is when we want to go out and have some fun, and that's when you play Dipset. You know what I'm saying?
Dipset has influenced Launcher's real rap.
Yeah.
Dipset's influence.
Dipset made the hood niggas. They made the hood niggas want to get fly.
Yeah, that flashy shit.
Mm-hmm.
Big ass chains and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The skull belts and all that.
Yeah.
And man, even with me being from the South, man, I could truly say this. No matter what nobody say, Dipset will forever have a wing in the place of hip hop. Period.
Copy.
Definitely.
Copy. Cameron is somebody.
Cameron invented swag rap. If anybody he invented that swag rap shit.
Amen.
But would you all believe that back in the day, the only nigga that when they first was out, the only nigga that I fucked with out of Dipset was Jewel?
I'm the same.
See, but you ain't like Cam before that though?
I like Cam when he was Harlem
Cam was
World,
cool.
when he was spitting. Before he started that
okay.
Laffy Taffy Daddy shit. You know what I'm saying?
Copy. I agree. I skipped over a lot of that shit. I tried hard though just because it was Cam.
God damn. Come on, man.
I'm gonna keep it real, man. I tried.
Come on, man. Cam dropped 2 classics on the rock, man.
No, Cam still had some shit though. Don't get it wrong.
He did. He had some shit in the tuck, but goddamn.
That Killer Season album was alright too. He still was rapping.
Oh yeah.
But he just got goofy at times, though. But when he wanted to, he turned to the real Cam.
Mm-hmm.
Straight up.
And I did.
Hey, Big Mike, where you at down south, Big Mike? Where everybody from? Y'all mind me asking.
D-Town, Texas, man.
Texas, okay.
Yes, sir. UGK
I'm in Charlotte,
alumni.
North Carolina, man.
What part of Carolina you in, bro? What part of Carolina you in?
I'm in Charlotte.
Oh, okay. I used to live in Greensboro.
Yeah, my folks just moved down.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm in Florida now. Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay, you down there where it's warm and nice.
Yeah, man.
All right.
This is Southern boy. This is Southern boy. I'm the only guy in there. They ain't from down there. It's all good. All love. Y'all know I'm from Philly.
Already. Shout out to Philly, man. Shout out to
Philly.
Yeah,
so you gonna actually like my list then. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna love you.
All right, goddamn it. Now the conversation is about to get interesting. Now it's about to get interesting, man. We are now about to analyze. We finna go ahead on and put the nightcap on the show. We finna analyze two of the most crucial albums of the 1990s. All Eyes on Me and Life After Death.
Man, come on, man.
We
finna Notorious.
We finna analyze both of these hoes tonight.
Notorious, bro.
All
Man,
right.
I've been having this argument for years.
That's why, bro. That's why I done perfected it.
Okay. Okay. Here we go.
Can I go first?
Okay. Here we go. Here's how we gonna do it.
Okay, set the parameters.
Mike about to play some music. Y'all know, y'all got Mike.
Trying to get that music playing.
All right, here we go. Give me just a moment. Let me get that bitch ready.
Y'all know he want to play that music.
Okay. Now here's the start of All Eyes on Me. Now that was the start of All Eyes on Me.
You mean the first music track? You don't mean the intro? You skip the intro.
Yeah. That's. I mean, shit. The first song is the first song.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. This is the start of Life After Death.
Chill. Notorious, man.
The storytelling on that was so visual, man. Like, I mean, I'm biased, so I'm just gonna.
All right, so
you ain't biased, bro.
So Ambitious as a Rider versus Somebody's Gotta Die.
If I go, you gotta go.
So here's the thing, man. I'm gonna try to tailor my.
That's a crazy match.
My comment so that it doesn't spoil what's coming later. But I liked Pac and Big, both of them, but I liked them for different reasons and in different compartments. You understand what I'm saying? If I'm looking for lyrics, I'm going to Big. But if I'm looking for something that I feel,
I 100% agree with you.
I'm going to Pac.
I'm stamping that.
I second that emotion.
I'm stamping that too.
I second that. Yes, sir.
100.
Yes, sir. That's a very very valid point. Because man,
I agree so much.
When Ambitious as a Rider dropped for the first time, you can't help it. You can't help it. Like that should do something.
Not over that. The raindrops. Not over that.
but when Somebody Gotta Die drop, it's like you can imagine it being about
it's like you jump in a movie, yo.
Like you can, it's like almost like you can look at the TV and you can see it being around 4 a.m, and you can see Brooklyn, and you can see it raining outside. You can see Big sleep and the doorbell ringing, and you can see him grabbing the issue out the drawer, and you can see him walking down the hall to to go holler at his homie. You see all of this.
That's real shit.
Facts, man. Facts.
All right. So now the singles power.
Oh, I thought she was gonna go down the list.
I thought that shit too. I was like, hold on.
It's my
all right. You got
Hypnotized versus what?
You got Hypnotized versus two of America's Most Wanted.
Oh
shit. California Love was first.
Oh shit.
Yeah, California Love was.
Well, California Love was first, to be fair. California Love was first, to be fair.
I'm fucking with that California Love, dog. Sorry. I fuck with Big. I fuck with him.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I was about to go with
I'm not going with Big on that one. Sorry. I'm not going with Big on that one. I gotta go California Love.
Yeah, California Love.
I gotta go California Love over here.
That was like the first song Pac did when he got out, bro. Like I gotta go.
You ever been to Cali? Big homie, you ever been to Cali?
Yeah, yep. Yo, I went to Cali for the first time this year. Shout out to Cali.
I've never been.
I'm trying to tell you, bro.
I never been either.
I went and checked everything out, right? First, I was
when California Love dropped, I understood
that shit. It's not as nice
that
as
shit.
it is in your fucking imagination, too.
Man, I'm telling you, when California Love dropped, I understood that shit.
That visual
Rodeo Drive is special. You gotta go see that shit. Even if you ain't about to go kill it, but you gotta yo, because that shit crazy. I see why niggas say how much they spend on that bitch.
Now check this out. This is where I think Puff Daddy dropped the ball on Life After Death.
On Hypnotized?
Yes.
What? Come on, Lingo, and I know you's a listener. I know you a listener, so you better stop it.
Listen.
Stop it.
No, sir. No, sir.
I want to hear what you gotta say.
No, sir.
I agree.
No, sir. No, sir.
I totally agree with Lingo on this shit.
No.
Wow.
Left field.
I agree.
Left field. When you hear what I'm getting ready to say, you better stop it.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
When you think of the temperature of everything that was going on at that time, it was only so much sitting on his hands that Biggie could really do. What would be the perfect? You got an album coming up called Life After Death. Pac gone. What's the perfect fucking first song that you could drop as a single? And you coming back. What's beef?
Oh.
No, I'm saying, come with what's beef, man. Come with
that. But that would have been too much drama, though.
That's not a single.
Yeah. They were trying to stay away from the drama.
It would have been hard. He should have.
It would have been very disrespectful.
He could have.
Yeah.
It came out, and it is what it is. He could have either went to the left and dropped what's beef, or the nigga could have went to the right and dropped the joint with R. Kelly. I think
sky's the limit. Sky's the limit. 112.
Hypnotized, yo.
I don't know, man. Hypnotized was a hot song, but
Hypnotized.
I don't like Hypnotized like that. That's not my favorite.
It felt like it was out of place.
Yeah, that shit. I don't like that song, bro.
Yeah,
I don't like that shit. That's like my least favorite Biggie song.
I like the song. I fuck with the song.
It's like my least favorite Biggie song. The visual is dope, but the fucking song is just like I can't fuck with this. I can't fuck with it. I don't know why.
Did he got his shit off on that?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Did he got his shit off, man?
That man, I tell you.
And that nigga had so many songs on that project that he could have went with. Going back to Cali. He could have been going back to Cali first thing.
That would have been disrespectful too.
That would have been disrespectful too, but it was hot though.
Because the nigga just
died. Would have been better. Like it would have made more sense.
The nigga just died. Now you going back to Cali.
I feel like I heard that before the nigga died though.
Leo
want the drama.
Leo
want the drama.
This is
because I feel like I heard going back to Cali before Pac died, bro.
Bro, this is hip hop.
I don't know. Maybe you heard it, but you know the album came out the next year.
Okay,
right.
Album came out. Okay, yeah, makes sense. Okay.
But man, look, like.
I got a story to tell. Like he could have went.
Look at the albums.
The album is insane. I agree with y'all. I'm not saying he ain't have other stuff. I'm just saying I feel like y'all badgering Hypnotized like it's a bad song.
We're not badgering.
It's not bad. It's just my least favorite beat.
We're not badgering. We're not necessarily badgering Hypnotized per se. It's more so, no, saying if there was any other album on the joint that he could have led with. What could it have been?
Copy. All right.
You know what I'm saying? So, okay, we'll choose. Okay, album filler. Let's see.
All Eyes on Me had about 13 songs of filler.
Oh my God.
It was a fucking double CD though, man. I mean,
exactly.
Come on now.
It could have been one solid album if you cut out about 13 songs.
It was a double CD.
And there was a lot of garbage on there. That damn, what's your phone number? That shit in there. That shit was garbage, boy. He had a lot of garbage.
One thing I will say though is that for me, a lot of the songs that people loved, you know, the hot songs, the big songs by Pop, I appreciated them too. But I liked a lot of the songs that a lot of people weren't even up on, but for different reasons, man. Like, you know, I don't know, man. Some of the shit that dude was saying, I don't really know what his lifestyle was like, but some of the shit that he was saying, like he was talking about the shit that I was living at the time. And so it was very relatable.
That's how it is. That's why we love the people we love and the songs we really love. That's how you connect with them. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Music have you in a time period. Like you hear a song, you go back to when that song came out, you'll be thinking it could be a song, a memory you had. Like, I remember walking to the store, I was with April Hemingway or something, and that song played in the car. And every time you'll go back like, man, we were walking from the store that day, boy. You know what I'm saying? That's just how music do you, bro. So you know what I'm saying? It's like a time capsule, man. So that's why, you know, it's dope. It's dope.
Mm-hmm.
This person had to be somebody of value. This nigga said her entire name. This kid said April Hemingway. That's crazy.
Yeah, I just made up a name.
I was about to say he threw that out there. Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, they always say Nikki Johnson and stuff on TV.
Yeah, type shit. You know but yeah, I'm interested in what exactly was the album filler on All Eyes on Me though, because Scandalous went hard. Got my mind made up went hard.
That was a hard song.
No More Pain.
Oh, that was that shit.
That's good.
Trade War Stories.
Oh, that's one of my favorites right there. But a lot of people would say that's an album filler.
They need the shit slapped out of them.
I'm saying a lot of people would say that, but that was like probably my favorite shit off the album.
Trade War Stories.
We have laws on the rise.
Man, let me tell you something, bro. I put Trade War Stories up against 65% of what that came out over the past 15 years.
That was the shit. But you have a certain mentality, though. That's what I'm saying. Like, people who think a certain way could probably relate to it a little bit more. If you look, it depends on what you're listening for, though. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm from a time where we did a lot of shit, and so we actually sit around trading war stories and shit. So when I heard that shit, I was still fairly, you know, younger than I am now, and I was like, oh, I related to the shit because my time of doing the bullshit was over. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like sitting back now, just basking in the quote unquote glory of the bullshit I did. And so, yeah, you live to tell some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Sitting around sharing stories with your comrades about the things you survived.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yes, sir.
And so that's the thing. Like, you know, you got some brothers that's they just been on a positive vibe and they wasn't out there doing that shit, man. And I respect them niggas the most because I was on under some influential type shit when getting out there in the beginning. And then once you get out there, you ain't got no fucking choice.
Huh? You always need niggas around you that ain't in it because they the niggas you wind up needing.
Exactly.
If everybody
who the fuck gonna come get me if everybody locked up?
You feel me? If everybody
y'all sharing a cell, nigga. Ain't nobody got bail money. Ain't nobody got bail money, nigga. Ain't nobody.
No, that's real, man. So if any young niggas listening, you hear that, that's a jewel for you niggas. Don't force everybody in this shit.
Exactly.
You see a nigga carrying some books, tell that nigga keep going to school. Fuck all that.
Facts. And that nigga school.
Nah, fuck that shit. Nah, hell with that. If you see a nigga going to school, follow that nigga to the fucking school.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say, man. It used to be
follow to the school.
That shit ain't cool no more.
For real. And that's another thing I want to touch on real quick, real fast. Because I'm seeing we seeing a whole lot of deaths, man. Whole lot of young deaths, bro.
Yo,
I'm talking about these young guys is really running around out here with no value or understanding of life at all. Like these niggas think I'm gonna run out here with this. I'm gonna run out here in the street and play with this 40 all day. And if I get hit, I'll go to the hospital and I'll be able to recover and we'll get back at now. Nigga, what if that shit, if you get hit right, it could be finished tonight. You know what I'm saying? These niggas don't understand that shit.
Yeah.
Yo, it's different. It's different. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I can't even say. It's crazy, man. It's crazy like up here right now.
And it's like one of the questions that I ask is like, you know, whether it was our parents or our uncles or our OGs, we all had somebody that was older than us at the time that gave us the game surrounding the music that we were, you know what I'm saying, indulging in every day. You know what I'm saying? They was letting us know, you know what I'm saying, what you listening to and what's going on in reality is two totally different things. And for your sake, you better not get the two fucked up.
I didn't have that.
Yo, you went there, right? We talked about this a little bit on our podcast. I don't know if y'all seen it, right? The drill music shit though, right? What's y'all take on that? Because that shit then took Philly over. Philly's like on some Chicago shit. These young boys in the city now, they dissing each other, saying niggas dead, people names. Shit's crazy, man. That drill music shit. What's y'all take on that shit?
It's art imitating life, bro.
Yeah.
Whereas it used to be life imitating art. Mm-hmm. Wait a minute. I'm saying this shit backwards. Am I saying it backwards?
No, I think you said it right.
Yeah. It's actually art imitating life, man. So this is the life shit, and they put their real life shit in these records, man. And it's like real shit. Like they talking about the niggas they killed. They smoking on this one and that one and all that shit, man.
But
like,
that shit incites so much violence, man. That's why it's so bad, man. Like,
because you mocking. So not only did you kill my homeboy, now you spitting in my face by making a mockery.
But listen, you could take a person, right, that ain't a homie, ain't got nothing to do with it, right? And you could turn him out just by you keep making that fucking song. And I gotta keep hearing you say that about my cousin. And I ain't even really in it. But how I'm supposed to take it if I do see you? You dig me?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I feel like that shit got a big influence on that shit. And one thing I will say, I salute the Dirk because he was one of the motherfuckers who was heavy doing that shit. He came out and said that
he done doing
it no more. You know what I mean? He
done doing that shit.
Performing none of the old songs where he's saying any of that shit, and he ain't doing that shit no more. So I'm glad he did that because maybe some of these dudes will follow behind him because he one of the dudes that got a big influence. But I feel like that shit is fucking our communities up, man. That drill music, that shit getting bad.
After all of this, do we now not understand the importance of hip hop getting back to fucking bars?
Yeah.
Well, it's
not
this
point.
Sense.
You know what I'm saying? At this point, because it's like hell, when we was rapping. You know what I'm saying? Even in the gangster rap shit, even the OGs was telling you, hey, this is shit that I either went through or some of my homeboys experienced.
It's supposed to be like sport.
You know what I'm saying? These niggas, yeah.
You
know
but I think this generation takes everybody so literal. So if you say that you got $1 million and you shot 3 niggas and you got bricks and you got cars, they want you to see it. You have to be authentic. We was okay with a nigga lying to us as long as they was talented. Do I believe Biggie had a homeboy with 2 texts to tote 2 texts and when he get the bus? No, I mean, I don't believe that shit, but that shit sounded dope. Did I believe that Ice Cube was this big gangster that he was rapping? No. Well, I mean, we come to find out that he wasn't, but it was okay. He was talented. Today, if you say you a gangster, niggas gonna test your gangster. If you say you this, niggas gonna test that. And so I think that forces, like back then, the rappers wasn't the street niggas. Now the street niggas, the rappers. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So they, you know what I'm saying? That's what the difference is now. You know.
And a lot of these young brothers out here swear that they listen to the Trap or Die mixtape all the way through. Well, apparently they missed a very important part. DJ Drama said on Trap or Die, every street nigga ain't a rapper.
Yeah.
Every rapper is not a street nigga. Apparently they missed that.
Do y'all remember when Face said, "Nigga don't believe that song, that nigga's wrong. Real gangsters don't live that long"?
Yes.
Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes,
Listen,
sir.
that changed my life, bro. I mean that shit. That changed my life, man.
I think that's why a lot of these young niggas disrespectful to the OGs, because the OGs would tell your ass the truth. Like, nigga, you keep playing that fucking game, your ass gonna end up in a casket. But you don't want to hear that shit because you live it. Man, I'm gonna live my life the way I want to live. All right, nigga, well, your ass gonna be in the casket. Your mama gonna be crying. How you feel?
Yeah.
I compare it. I say these new niggas is like Marlo in The Wire. Like all these new niggas don't have no respect for the game. No respect for rules, for tradition, or none of that shit like that. A whole bunch of Marlos running around in a game where, you know, there's no morals, no values, no code. And that's how I look at it. Like, now we got a whole bunch of young Marlos running these streets. Niggas that ain't never, like, they don't believe in fighting, scrapping it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if me and Lingo had a problem with in the street, you know, we could knuck it up or whatever, but we still live. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I ain't like the results of how the fight went, we gonna fight again. If you ain't like the results, and that's just how it kept going. Then one day we gonna be like, you know what? This man earned my respect, because every time we see,
because we fought every day. We fought
every day.
Friends.
And then now we cool. You know what I'm saying? So, but these kids don't believe that, because they go grab that pistol and it's over. Like they don't. And
on top of that, a lot of these young kids get embarrassed because these motherfuckers post every fucking thing. And you should be posting every fucking thing.
Nigga, you just stretched out my $200 t-shirt, nigga. You got to die, nigga.
That got a lot to do with it. You stretch my shit out in front of everybody.
I mean, we used to do some stupid shit. Niggas step on our right shoes. Niggas step on a G-Nike on an Air Force One, a white Air Force One. We might be like, hey, my nigga, can you apologize at least? Nigga, fuck your shoes.
Nah, nigga, what you wipe it off? Clean my shoe off, nigga.
Hit that nigga, keep it going. Like, but
they go back to the music. They go back to the music. We got to stop accepting that as the black culture. Like, this, when did the street culture become black culture is what I wanted to know. And it's like the white people control the music industry. The black people
I was about to say that. It goes back to the beginning.
Yes,
that's what I was about to say. That's what they want us to see.
Yeah, the Kendrick Lamars and J. Cole's, they get pushed to the back, but
Blueface, they don't want us to hear
Blueface is all on your TV. The King Von, like, that's why I say I don't feel bad for these rappers that put that energy out there. When a nigga that put that energy out there about killing and shit, when they get killed, I'll be like, bro, what the fuck you think was gonna happen? Like, J. Cole ain't gotta go worry about nigga pressing him and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Kendrick can go, all these niggas, they don't have to worry about, but these rappers that put that energy out there when they go to these little cities and niggas be testing they gangster, it's because that's the energy you put out there, dog. Stop putting that shit out there, you won't get that.
And that's the same thing I feel right now about like this Drake and Kanye shit. It's like neither one of you niggas doing nothing. Like,
nothing.
Y'all not doing. Both of your bitches are like damn near billionaires. Like, what the fuck y'all doing?
Man,
it's for sure.
Say, man. We talking about real beef here. We're not talking about two niggas crooning.
These niggas trying to sell.
Okay, we not entertaining that fuck shit. We talking about those. We talking about like actual hip hop. And shit that's actually affecting these kids out here because they misguided between what they listening to and what could actually happen to them.
Yeah,
if they
but that's
run
what
around
I'm saying.
playing with these
but that's what I'm saying.
That's
what I'm saying. A lot of these kids listening to these two ignorant motherfuckers, and they could take that shit as, oh, these niggas tripping. I must, that's my niggas. I'm gonna fuck with them niggas.
But they ain't got a big ass influence.
Man. I'm just saying. These dumb
that's two
dudes,
totally different things. These are two totally different avenues. That ain't even, you know what I'm saying? That ain't even what it's about at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, white people have, every time white people get a hold of hip hop, something fucked up happens. White people got a hold of hip hop by making it seem like this East Coast, West Coast thing was really a thing, when this was the issue in between Puff and Suge.
100%.
Period. These guys had an issue. Puff would never sit down with Suge. Suge, for whatever reason, was unable to sit down with Puff. It spiraled out of fucking control. all because white people want to sell magazines and get some shit started. Here we go. Right after the goddamn Black album, we got this snap, crackle, pop ass music going on for the next 10, 15 years. I don't know what that bullshit is about. Then you got the mumble rap era. We know what I'm saying? It ain't but so many. It ain't but so many J. Cole's. It ain't but so many Big Crits. It ain't but so many Kendrick Lamar's. It ain't but so many talented creators.
Mm-hmm.
On the mainstream, I mean, it's a lot of rappers out there because music's so accessible now. But it's just like they're not gonna point you to those guys because they don't fit the narrative. They're not pushing poison to the people. And out of, they're not the ones. They're not the Tekashis or all the little bullshit they push in your face that you hear on the radio all day. Like the music, I mean, I listened to the radio one day and it was just disgusting. I mean, I was just like, I thank God for Sirius XM because that local radio shit, oh my God.
I'll listen to it.
I love what he just said. I love what, who said that, Germ?
Yeah.
I love what Germ just said, man. Check this out. I had this experience when I was in not quote unquote, when I was in prison. I had a job assignment with a white dude. And the white dude would say, well, man, I don't want to just listen to my music all the time. He was like, so one day we'll listen to your shit. Next day we'll listen to ours. My shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm listening to the black radio station. Everything is gangster, killing, or fucking. I'm listening to the white radio station. They talking about, I used to live in this house. Why did you change the lock on the door? Why did you paint this? Why did you build a door for the garage? All the lights in the house are on just in case you want to come home. All this other shit, man. And every other song on the black radio station was either about killing or fucking. That's all we know.
That's it.
I had a problem with that, bro.
Yeah.
That's what they think we know.
That's that control, man, that we keep talking about, man. That shit ain't by mistake, bro, at all.
Here's the thing. Here's my question, though. If nobody was buying that shit, would they still sell it? Which one of us sitting here on this platform tonight doesn't love a good, hot song, gangster rap song where a nigga really spitting and he talking that slick killer shit? We all love it.
Yeah,
we all love it.
Again,
though, just I'm listening to the Ricky Hines shit right now. Shit, what else?
I feel like what else did we know to like? Like it was nothing else to like. Like we don't know a whole bunch else. That's what we saw. You know what I'm saying?
And then when we tried to
go ahead. In the era we came up in, it was a big focus on like the gangster shit and all that type of vibes. Even all the movies, everything we saw, like niggas want to be old dog, niggas want to be like, that was the focus back then. So that's what the fuck we know. All of us on this joint, we around the same age, so that's what we know. So that's what we like. That's what they focused on us with. Now they focusing on other shit on these new kids. You know what I'm saying? They want them high. They want them buy. They want them. You know what I'm saying? They on that shit with them. You know what I'm saying? So it's different now.
You know what I think is needed. I think that especially in our black schools, I think we need a lot of music appreciation. I think we need a lot more of it. You know what I'm saying? I think we need to get a lot of these kids more involved with playing musical instruments. I think we need to get them introduced to things like Curtis Mayfield, introduce them to Al Green, introduce them to the Isley Brothers, introduce them to Shaka. They need to hear about Patty. They need to hear about Whitney Moore. You know what I'm saying? They need to hear about Faith Evans. They need to hear about Big and Pac. They need to hear how awesome the Chronic album was. You know what I'm saying? They need to hear about Parliament. They need to hear about Bootsy Collins. You know what I'm saying? They need to hear about Barry White. They need to hear about Marvin. They need to hear about Marvin Gaye.
Little Earth, Wind, and Fire in there. Yeah.
For real.
Real shit.
The Elements.
They need to hear about the Fugees. They need to hear about the Roots.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to the Roots.
Wu-Tang Clan.
They need to hear about Jill Scott, bro. Come on, man.
Yeah.
We need to get our babies for real. I'm telling you, we need to get our babies together on this music.
That starts at home. Better than what we're doing. That starts at home.
That shit do start at home.
But see,
here's that on the schools. You got to put that on the parents. I'm like, damn that. It ain't up to the that most of that's supposed like just like you got that soul food at home from your parents. On Saturday mornings, you heard your mom playing that music and everything. It got you wondering, like, damn, what the hell that is? You know what I'm saying? And so that's where that shit starts at. You know what I'm saying?
And of course my beautiful, loving, amazing mother, you know what I'm saying, gave me that. But there's 5-6 million households that don't have that mother or father or anybody to give them that. Hell, what if there was a case where the schools had something like a music appreciation class where these kids is getting indoctrinated with all sorts of music from everybody's fucking culture. You know what I'm saying? Because hell, it's a lot of rock artists I fuck with. It's a lot of reggae I fuck with. You know what I'm saying? So
I fuck with classical music, bro.
Facts. You know what I'm saying? There's a whole lot of shit that I listen to because I actually love live instrumentation. Absolutely. So when it comes to music, I'm very well rounded. And it's done a lot for me. You know what I'm saying? And I think it would do a lot for a lot of these babies as well. You know what I'm saying? And it'll you know what I'm saying, it'll broaden their minds.
That goes back to what y'all was saying earlier about a lot of these kids grew up with the gangster music because we didn't have nothing else. But when you did try to reach outside your elements and go listen to something different, people would call you weird.
Facts.
Say like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you listening to this shit? You should be listening to this. So people would do that shit to us. They'll bully you, kind of. So
man, I'm gonna tell you this, man. When I got into a certain age range, I ain't even know the black radio station in my city, man. I was listening to white people music, bro. Like, no bullshit. I ain't even know the fucking black radio station in my area. I ain't know where it was or nothing. I was on
around what age, bro?
Like, we talking like, I was still in elementary school, but I was probably like near the end of elementary school.
Like around
I didn't even know.
So it was still pretty early.
It was still pretty early, but what I'm saying is, then one day I'm goddamn turning the knob and I'm hearing fucking Run DMC and Fresh Prince and all that, and I'm like, well, where this shit been at all this time?
Yeah.
I feel like we need a culture, but we also need to branch out of it too. We need it. We need to know who we are. We need our culture. We need
all of it. We just don't need one part of it.
We need everything though.
Yeah.
We need to be rooted in our culture enough to know we can branch out and listen to other shit too.
You can listen to other shit. I don't think we gotta be stuck there, especially
now. We can listen to other shit, but back then it was like you can't do that shit.
But here's the thing.
It depends.
But see, here's the thing. It's been cool to listen to other types of music this whole fucking time.
Yeah.
Depending on where you are.
Because I was fucking with Guns N' Roses and shit, man. Where you was. And black people never gave me shit about it.
Not even depending where you are. I like what I like. If you don't like, if you don't subscribe to what I like, then hell,
listen, man, I know a dude that grew up listening to Artform that will put one in you in a heartbeat.
It's niggas, the copy. It's niggas. It's niggas that some people, you know, if you got that type of mentality, you got a strong mind like that. You don't give a fuck what nobody say. You dig me? You gonna do what you gonna do. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people, peer pressure is a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta tell y'all that.
That was my situation growing up. I got caught up in the peer pressure.
That don't mean you're a sucker though. It's peer pressure with your homie. You want to?
I understand it.
You dig me?
Yeah, I understand it, and I understood it for what it was. Like, I didn't understand it then, but as I got older, I understood it for what it was. But it was too late.
Yeah, you never. I mean,
I was in this shit now.
You never know in the moment, man. It's hard.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta
I was in this shit.
Growing up and growing pains and all that shit. You gotta take.
Yeah, I done the fucking bullshit.
You got that great guy, and you said you ain't had that.
I made enemies already. I already been
in this shit.
Like fried my fucking conscience. I sold dope to some pregnant chick by the time I was 13. You know, like stupid shit, man. Like seriously, bro. I'm being real, man. Like when I was 13, when I was growing up, my childhood it was a regular childhood up until about 13. And then shit just went left because now all of a sudden I'm listening to NWA.
I'm running with these, man. It's the hood.
Yeah, I'm in the hood running with these little young niggas. They getting work from their cousins and uncles, and now it was over. It was over, and the music didn't help.
A nigga, exactly. That's what I said. The music, the movies, everything. How it was easy to do. Because it was all around you. It was something that was portrayed straight to us. Like, you know what I mean? And you was even going, if you had a strong enough mind to say, I ain't fucking with that. But most niggas was going to try to do something gangster or be down with something gangster because that's what was all around. You dig me? That's what it was. We all, like I said, we all grew up in the same era. Y'all know what it was.
Yeah.
And I know what I'm saying, I recall not too long after I lost my son back in 2009, me and
Sorry to hear that, bro.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, same, bro.
Thank you, man.
I relate. Trust me.
Man, not too long after I lost my little man, me and his mother parted ways. And 3 days after that, my lights were off. I'm talking about she cut off all the utilities at the crib, bro. So I had $300 left to my name, but apparently she ain't paid the bill in like 4-5 months.
Sheesh.
So it was crazy. So on top of the fact that it was snowing, like snowing to the degree that it was gonna be another 8-9 days for the utility trucks to come out. So in order to be able to survive in the dark, man, I had to sell weed, bro. Like bro. I'm sitting at this chip ass wooden table, bagging up quarter sacks by a fucking candle, and it's 13 degrees in my house. I got on a black starter jacket, man, bagging up quarter sacks, man, bagging up quarter sacks of popcorn in the dark. I remember that shit.
Damn.
I'm talking about freezing, bro. I'm talking about the house smells horrible, you know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying, all my shit in the refrigerator to rot it out. You know what I'm saying? I can see my breath on the air in front of the candle. And I'm just, it was like at that moment, I realized what every dope dealer had to feel like at least one night of their life. That ain't no shit that no real nigga want to be doing.
Yeah.
It's real shit, bro. That's real shit.
That was the worst 2 weeks of my life, dog. The 2 weeks that I had to become what I swore I would never become in my life, dog.
That's crazy, bro.
That stains the fuck out of me, dog. I mean, I own the fact that I sold weed, even for the fact that it was 2 weeks. Hell, for 2 weeks, I did some shit that I swore I wouldn't have to do.
Swore you never do, and that's
true.
Bruh.
You just stunned the John. You just stunned the whole joint right there. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, man.
All that in succession.
Yeah.
That's hardcore, man.
Yeah, you're a strong dude.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go, well, I wouldn't go so far.
You is, bro. Don't take it from yourself. You a strong nigga, bro. I'm gonna say that right there.
But you know what, man? I got more respect for you
I did what was absolutely necessary, dude.
Exactly.
And sometimes it be like that.
But some niggas
be
ain't
like
got
that.
the strength to do it. Some niggas ain't got that strength, bro.
And for me, I did the shit, but I wasn't in those situations to have to do the shit. Back to the fucking influence bullshit. Yeah. I did the shit because I wanted sneakers and shit. You know what I'm saying? So when I look at a motherfucker that did that shit because it's like, man, what the fuck else I'm gonna do? I'm fucked up right now. That's totally different from a motherfucker to do the shit because they think it's cool or because they want some shoes or some clothes or some bullshit.
They want to be the man. Influence.
But see, here's the thing. Even though I've always been heavy involved in listening to gangster rap, I was never influenced by that shit. I knew right and wrong, and I still made a fucked up ass decision. You know what I'm saying? Don't nothing take away from the fact that I was young enough out here selling dope, but I was still old enough to know better.
Yeah. Shit, when I did it, I was young enough and old enough to know better, man. And I did it, man. And I'm telling you, bro, I ain't proud of it, but I speak on it because maybe it'll help somebody, man. I sold crack cocaine to pregnant women, bro. Do you understand how many nights I shed tears behind that shit? Do you understand how many nights I lost sleep behind that shit as a cognizant and conscious and responsible adult with children and family members and shit, man? Bro, ain't nothing sweet about that shit
at all.
But the thing is, man, I did that shit because I wanted to be the man, because I wanted to have certain things. I was never, ever in a situation, in my opinion, where I felt like that was my only means of survival, bro. So that makes, in some sense of the word, that makes me one of the biggest pieces of shit that ever walked the planet.
No, sir, I won't agree with that, bro. You know how many people got that same story, man?
Yeah, but we pieces of shit, though.
No, you know what I mean? Like, man, you a fucking kid, shit, bro, growing up in an environment surrounded by something, man.
But here's the thing, left field. Here's the thing, left field. No matter how gross a piece of shit moment may be, you become a great man by owning each and every single one of your piece of shit moments.
That's real shit.
I mean, I agree with that.
It all goes
I don't categorize that as that because, like I said, you a kid, man.
It was definitely a piece of shit moment. I understand that you like Jay. I love Jay too. That's my brother. That was a piece of shit.
He said he don't like me.
You made a misconception right there. I do not like Jay-Z. But anyway, I was just saying though, like, because bro, you gotta look at that shit, bro. You a kid, you as a kid, you're influenceable, period, by everything. So whatever you're around, you're influenceable by. But if you want shit, you want sneaks, you want this, you want that, whatever you want, like you said, and your man start to do this, and you see your man start getting sneaks and shit just like that, what the fuck you think you're gonna do? You a kid.
Right in the ring.
You not. That's why they put it there.
So
they coming see it.
They coming back dressing in the new shit. You like, where the fuck you get that from?
Yeah, he like,
where the fuck you get that from?
Nigga, I know you telling you. Bro.
Yeah.
Oh man, what you gonna do? You a fucking kid. You see it though.
But then once you're in it, this is how deceptive that shit is, man. Once you're in that shit, you become an addict yourself. You're just not addicted to drugs.
That's a fact. I agree. That's a 100%.
You addicted to the money, the fast life, the bitches. You know what I'm saying? All of this. And that shit will take you down paths and roads you never intended to go down in your fucking life.
That's a fact. You don't know. You a kid. You don't know what you.
Put it up Pandora's box for real.
And some of us find out quicker than others. Worse situations than others. Some of us don't never get to fucking see another situation. You know what I'm saying? So again, it's hard for me to blame any of us, any kid. Because it's fucked up. You born into it. It's right there. There's no way for you to avoid seeing it. At what age do you know what it is? Very early. Like Some people got it in their cribs. Like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you good if you got around it.
Yeah, I eventually made it out, but I made it out the hard way. The harder, not the easier way than the other way. Because it ain't the two ways out of that bitch.
But Jay.
That's why we doing this motherfucking podcast.
But Jay.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Jay.
I'm listening.
Left field. Mike. We've all been in some type of prison. Whether it was prison, whether it was being in prison due to bad choices, whether it was being in prison to mental issues, whether it was being in prison to a bad relationship, whether it was being in prison to being around a whole bunch of fake motherfuckers, being in prison to a job. We've all been in prison.
Yeah.
And for those of us that have made it out to whatever degree, celebrate the fact that you made it the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Look at us, man. I'm talking about, look at us, man. I'm talking about we podcasters, man. I'm talking about we on the road to get ready to make this a full-time thing. Like,
hell yeah.
Like, look at what we doing. You know what I'm saying? We went through whatever it was we went through. And now we're in a situation where we get to do what we love.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's the best reward in the world.
I wouldn't be doing this shit if I ain't never got down get pinched. You know what I'm saying?
So you gotta definitely be thankful for all of the pain that you went through, because it's like when you make it through that shit, sometimes the reward be everything, brother.
Everything. But let's get back to this hip hop shit, though, man.
Let's go and get back. Let's get back to hip hop.
I forgot we was talking about hip hop.
It was a teachable moment.
No, that was all good though. That was all good, man. All good.
Man, you know what I'm gonna do on the cool, and I'm gonna actually edit this out. I'm gonna actually drop this shit as a bonus segment.
Yeah, that's dope.
Copy.
And I'm gonna release this shit tomorrow.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's a bet.
So yeah, let's go on and wrap up the talk, man.
We got.
Well, so our closing thoughts for Live and Die for Hip Hop 2.
Y'all did y'all spitters and all that?
What's up?
Y'all ain't do the spitters list, right?
Oh, okay, all right. Spitters list. Hold on.
We got like 3 lists of couple. We got an agenda.
Goddamn. Let me get into my shit then.
Yo, he gave us a list and didn't even follow none of the lists.
All right.
They follow none of the lists.
Hey man. That's how podcasting works. You
go like that.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It starts off as work. You know what I'm saying? You sit down and you abide by the roadmap, and then you fuck around and catch a vibe.
What?
And the conversation go left for like 45.
That's why we got the name, baby.
Yes,
we going left field.
All right, so check this out. Let's go in on and bring this on home, man. What would be your 5 artists? No, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase. Who are your top 5 spitters of all time?
Who going first?
Top 5 spitters of all time.
Let me go first, because I don't want nobody to say I bit off their list, man.
Do we gotta go in order?
Yeah.
No particular order whatsoever.
I ain't got no order for it.
Okay.
I just gonna tell my top 5 spitters.
Good.
Right.
Y'all gonna be mad at me.
Go ahead.
My top 5 spitters, not necessarily in this order, is B.I.G., Kiss, Young Chris, nigga, because that nigga's dope as fuck.
Gunna. Shout out to Young Gunna.
Yeah, real shit. Andre 3000 and J. Cole. That's my top 5 spitters.
Ooh. Dang. I go. Let me go. All right. Biggie, Cole, Jay-Z, Lil Wayne. I'm gonna put Fab in there. Fab just rap different. Like that nigga.
Fab missed it by one fucking point, man. Fab was almost in my top.
Fucking rap, bro. Like that nigga just a different nigga with that shit.
Fab was number 6 for me too, but I got Kiss, Beans, Biggie, Styles P, J. Cole.
I ain't mad about Beans being in that bitch because Beans barely made it. Barely
Styles P
missed
either,
it
nigga. Styles P either. That fuck.
Rakim, Biggie, Scarface.
I knew you had some OGs.
J. Cole.
Yeah.
And Kiss.
He don't want to do it when he gotta do it. He don't want to do it when he gonna do it.
I gotta finish my X off. I gotta finish mine with the X, man.
I'm rocking with that. I'm rocking with that.
I can't hate on that.
X, man.
But Kiss was in everybody's shit but yours. Is that right?
That's
Legos.
No, Brandon ain't had Kiss either.
Yeah, I ain't had Kiss either.
Okay.
That's messed up. You ain't had Kiss, y'all. I just want to let y'all know.
That's what I'm thinking too. That's what I'm thinking. How y'all going?
Leo was like, I'm gonna do it. Leo was about to do it. He was like, fuck that.
You know what I mean? One of my other guys could have took the L for my man.
I know y'all mad about that Andre 3000, but
not really. I don't really agree, but I ain't really mad. I hear a lot of people say that.
Well, you know what? What y'all doing tomorrow? In the morning?
What time?
No, wait, I'm lying. What y'all doing tomorrow evening?
What time?
Wednesday. I should be good.
Like around 7ish, 8ish.
Yeah, I should be good. Yeah, 7 or 8 your time, right?
Yeah, let's do it. What's that?
Okay, well let's go live. Let's go live real quick tomorrow for about 20 minutes to going on put together our top 25 hip hop albums of all time.
Oh shit!
25? I don't even know if I got 25.
I don't think. Yeah, I got 25. Fuck that. Yeah, maybe 10. You can do 10.
I might pull 10 out my ass.
Ooh, I can 10. I can pull 10.
Okay.
My shit gonna be so locked out. Y'all gonna be mad at me, man.
Okay. Well, check this out. We'll do 25 all together, and we'll break it down by fives. We'll do 25. We'll do 25 to 20 starting tomorrow.
All right. That's cool. I'm cool with it.
I'm with that.
All right.
Lingo gonna be saying shit from '88 funk shit. Watch.
I'm a hip hop purist, bro.
I know. I already know.
You already know this. You know this, man.
You know what he gonna do. He gonna have us on a crazy list.
All right, man. Well, we finna go ahead on and wrap this thing on up. Basically, in closing, after having this great conversation this evening, I can honestly say that I'm very, very optimistic about the future of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Because after everything that hip hop has been through, as far as the music transitioning into things that we're not accustomed to even down to the rhyme patterns changing and being altered to what we were accustomed to. A lot of things, even the production and things are different, but we're still gravitating towards some of that music. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate what Drake is doing. We appreciate what Future is doing. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate what these young cats are bringing to the table. You know what I'm talking about? And I think the future is bright because in a lot of instances, it's getting back to where it actually started. Thanks to the Kendrick Lamars. Thanks to J. Cole. You know what I'm talking about? I'm looking forward to seeing who's going to be the next spitter that's going to hit the mic and take it far like Jay-Z did. I want to see if we can get another Biggie.
Y'all respect Drake?
Is that a question?
Yeah, I mean, some people don't. I'm just
Nah, I respect Drake, man.
I respect Drake. Absolutely.
I respect Drake. Yeah, definitely.
I respected Drake from damn near day one.
I'm just checking.
You respect Drake?
Yeah, I fuck with him heavy. My homies give me hell for fucking with him.
Yeah, mine too. But then no, they used to. Let me say it like that. They used to give me hell about fucking with him. Now they fuck with him.
Some do, yeah. Some
do. But see, here's the thing about the dudes that was fucking with you about Drake. Know what I'm saying? These was the same dudes who would take their left hand and fuck with you about Drake, but then be jamming that shit at the crib what they write.
Taking to the concerts and shit.
A whole lot.
I got one homie that still won't give it to him. Like he ain't fucking with it.
Listen, man.
It's that singing shit I can't fuck with.
Hey, honestly, the only reason Tory Lanez didn't make a couple of my lists is because I think he's not really considered a rapper, but the nigga got bars though.
No, he's fire. I think he's still niggas. He's still everybody's style.
Hey, he's still niggas. Yeah, he's still. But
he still the shit and do it better than them.
He can rap his ass off. That's what.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And quiet as it's kept, know what I'm saying? Drake can rap his ass off.
Yes, that's what I be trying to tell
Drake
nigga can rap, yo. That was one of the reasons why I asked y'all, like, do y'all judge a nigga rapped off what he rapping about, or is y'all listening to his nigga rap?
That nigga helped me through high school. So
the dude can rap, period.
Yeah, he can rap.
The dude can rap, period. I mean,
definitely.
The only reason that a person wouldn't give it up to Drake is because they in their feelings.
Because he be singing and shit. They don't like it.
That's it. That's cool. The only reason.
You're right. They look at him as soft. They mad he run the game.
But my thing is, shit, like, I respected that shit from day one. Like, this nigga can sing and rap. Like, I respected that shit from day one. Like,
I was like, that's Lauryn Hill.
Of course, everybody gonna have some shit you don't like, but most of the songs be fire.
But here's what's so crazy about dudes tripping on Drake. Y'all were the same niggas who was jamming the Get Rich or Die Trying album. Wasn't 50 Cent singing and rapping all over that bitch?
After he dissed Ja about the shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But listen, that's still one of my favorite albums, though. I don't give a shit.
For sure.
It's a great album. And I hate him too, y'all. Just for the record, I hate him too, but that's a great album. I did like it.
It is. That was a fucking smash.
That shit
so there was a time when I felt like 50 was a real live piece of shit, but man, that nigga is so goddamn funny. It's ridiculous, bro.
He's definitely a comedian. 50 and Cam, funniest two rappers.
Hell yeah.
If that nigga done got a hold of social media now, you don't want 50 on your ass, he would drag this shit off.
Exactly.
Talk about make a whole web series on your ass. Straight up.
This is a motherfucker, boy. And it's gonna be funny too. So everybody.
He did the Floyd Mayweather. That shit's still funny to me. What he did to Floyd Mayweather, boy, that shit.
That shit was silly as hell.
That nigga said. that Floyd and old boy was fighting over Tiny at the Fat Burger. That shit was funny.
Because I just had a conversation with my homie. He was going real hard for Fat Joe. Like, what y'all think about Fat Joe?
I respect Fat Joe, man. I just feel like he need to step his podcast game up because his quality is shit.
Come on, man.
First of all,
come on.
Be real,
man. Come on, man. Come on, man. You gotta relax. You gotta relax, bro.
Listen, I respect Fat Joe as a rapper, but as a podcaster, he got to do better, man. Just because you famous and you talking to famous motherfuckers don't mean you can put shit on the plate and serve it to me, nigga. Let's get right.
Yeah, my man JC said that. Cognac all day.
Disrespected the shit out of Fat Joe podcast.
Oh, but do y'all fuck with him though?
Listen, I love Fat Joe, man. I love it. I love his work, man. But goddamn, come on, man.
Yeah,
I ain't got the money you got. My shit A1 out here. Come on, man.
Niggas out of control.
Hey, Big Mike, what you think about this guy, bro? What you think about Fat Joe, man?
As a rapper?
Yeah, like his raps, his career, and things like that.
he had a. There's certain players who you put in the Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, LeBron James category.
You better not say that.
There are some players who belong in the Robert Ory category.
You can hit some big shots, Fat
Joe's over there. Fat Joe's over there.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Fat Joe and Terry Squad.
He been in the league. He done won some chips.
Listen, we respect. I fuck with Fat Joe.
He ain't no dynasty.
Man.
I fuck with him.
But I like that Robert Roy Jones because he got some hits. He got a few. So he got more than a couple. You know what I'm saying?
More than a little bit. More than a little bit.
So yeah, Robert Roy hit some big ass shots a lot of times. So he got about 7 rings. So
I like that. It can spit quiet as
Skip. Spit, man.
It can spit.
He can spit. That's what it is.
Like for real.
A little bit.
Ain't no
that nigga, man. Listen, and I feel like when that nigga said niggas think I must have found Pun's rhyme book. I really thought that shit because this game went like a motherfucker.
Hey, that's real shit. I thought that shit. I was like, did you nigga fuck?
and if
you spitting for real,
and if anybody thinks the Fat Joe can't spit, go listen to the I Shot You remix if you ain't got nothing to do. Go listen to the LL Cool J's I Shot You remix if you ain't got nothing to do. And listen to a young Joey Crack.
Copy.
Go ape shit.
And I'm gonna keep it real. My man said the same thing. Man, yo, this not.
It must be some truth to that shit. I'm gonna listen to that
copy.
shit.
That's what I'm saying. You just said the same joint. That's
yes,
crazy.
Sir.
So yeah.
Is that LL Cool J's one?
Yeah.
LL Cool J, I Shot You remix.
Okay.
Listen to it and DM me immediately after.
I'm going to listen to that shit, man.
I'm going to listen to that shit for real.
Real, I'm going to listen to that. Real quick, man. Real quick. I want a honest opinion of cannabis, man. Can I bust? What's the synopsis on this shit, man?
Start off fast and you're wheezing in the back.
Say what?
God damn, really now?
He said started off fast, now he wheezing in the back.
That's it. I don't know what. This shit was so quick. It was like,
yeah, it
right
was.
down
it
like
was,
a roller coaster. Like, I mean, it's not really much you can really.
So, but here's the thing. So
he had a couple of hot verses, I guess.
Popular opinion says that LL destroyed this nigga's career, man.
But you know, I mean, now that we grown, you know how that shit is.
Politics.
The industry destroyed that nigga shit.
Yeah, like you went against
because lyrically,
man.
L was nothing for that nigga, man.
Man, look here.
I mean, but I ain't gonna. You can't disrespect L.
I'm not disrespecting L, but
L battle game wasn't really sweet.
When I heard LL diss track back at him, I was like, "Cannabis got you on this." I don't know what the fuck you talking about.
Nah, like, man. So they
that
said
second round knockout was a different. Like, yeah,
they said L put a little magic trick though. They say he went back in the studio and re-recorded his verse and shit. Whether that's true or not is irrelevant. What I'm saying is this, man.
Oh yeah, when they was on that same joint.
Oh yeah,
5, 4,
5, 4, 3, 2, yeah.
That's one of the best songs.
Yeah, that was a banger. But my whole thing is this right
why
here,
we
man.
Didn't play that? Not East Coast.
Yeah, that should have been in
there. It was, and it got a point.
But my whole thing is this, man. Like, when I really look at it and I think about it, man, Cannabis was a fucking monster, man. But you don't disrespect the legend. You can't do that.
Yeah, he went against the man.
When I look, man, at the end of the day, you can say whatever it is you want about cannabis, but at the end of the day, cannabis is a prime example of your arms being too short to box with God.
LL Cool J in this scenario being God. Like he was in the movie.
That wasn't it. It was the wrong movie. I
remember that shit.
What up, Jay Reed?
You made the wrong move.
What up, Jay Reed?
It was too early in his career to make that type of move.
Yeah, you can't
he
do
wasn't
that.
even, he ain't had, you mean, he wasn't even, his feet wasn't
You a
even
cop,
set
Jay
yet.
Reed?
Exactly. Exactly.
All I ever did was be there for you, dog. That's all I did.
You ain't a cop.
You a sellout.
You a sellout.
Man, give a fuck that you was drunk. Now I'm drunk with revenge, motherfucker.
Yeah. One of my favorite fucking movies. And too
Great
deep.
movie.
Come on now.
Great movie.
Yeah. All right,
Yeah, but
man.
yeah.
But yeah, man, we getting ready to go ahead on and call it an evening. I remember the feeling that I had after I recorded part 1. This exceeds that by like 10,000, man. I really enjoyed y'all pulling up and vibing with me this evening. When I close this out, I'm gonna need y'all to stand by for just a moment, you know what I'm saying, so I can have a word. But yo, for Jay, Brandon, for Jern, for my boy Left Field, and for my beautiful lady boy, and everybody over in Studio 522, this your boy Mike. This has been Live and Die for Hip Hop Part 2. This is the Lingo Podcast. We about.